Hey, hi guys, welcome to SFDC. So today in this video, we'll be talking about Process Builder. I have my friend Tushar Bhatt, who will be the interviewer, and I'll be the candidate. Hi Tushar.
Yeah, hi Krishna. Let's begin a second session of learning from mocks. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, here's my first question. So, can you just explain, give a brief idea about what is Process Builder in Salesforce? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So Process Builder is again a kind of automation tool. It's like a if and then statement. However, it has some advantages over workflow. As we discussed in the workflow session, that it is also a kind of automation tool which executes if and then statement. So with respect to that, like Process Builder shows you the if and then blocks in UI, so it is easy to configure and understand the flow.
Okay. Okay. Can you explain what are the different types of Process Builder that we can configure?
Yes, so I assume that you want to understand the types of actions. So immediate action and the scheduled action, these are the two types of actions that we can have in Process Builder. And same as of workflow, if any action is scheduled, then Process Builder evaluates that particular criteria twice: once while executing the process, and second when that particular action is scheduled.
Okay. So, basically, there are two types of actions to follow here. Okay. Can you explain what are the different use cases of process builders? Like what all things it can do as per our use cases?
Sure. So the primary use case is it can update the record. It can update the same record or the related record. This is the first use case. After that, we can have the mail alerts. Then we can have the approval process. We can send the record for approval. Then we can also post something on Chatter, and we can have some invocable actions like we can call the Apex, and
Hmm.
we can also invoke other process builders or flows with the process builder.
Okay. Okay. With that, I wanted to ask, like, can a process builder be edited once it is activated?
No, so we need to create another version, and then we need to edit the process builder.
Okay. Yeah. Correct. Can you give me one best practice of process builder that we all should follow?
Yes, so basically, uh, on top of any object, we need to have only one process builder. So although we can have
Okay.
multiple process builder on one single object, but the recommended way is to have one process builder on one object.
Can you explain a little why is it so? Why can't we have two process builders on the same object?
Yes. So let's take an example where we have two process builders, so process one and process two, and it had some dependency. So let's say on account object, we are having these process builders. Now for process A or process one, we are executing some action, and on that particular action, there is a dependency. Like on that dependency, we have the process two. Now process two is configured in another process builder, right? So in this example,
Yes.
in sandbox, process 1 is getting executed first and then process 2. But what can happen after deployment, process 2 can get execute first and then process 1. So it will impact because these are dependent. So the best way is to configure all your actions into one process builder, which should be assigned to one object. So we should have one process builder on one object. That's why this is the best practice.
Okay, so we can say like it is one limitation of process builders that we cannot control the sequence of process builders into if they are created on a single object.
Correct, correct.
Like we don't know if A will implement first or B will implement first.
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay. Mm, yeah, good. And I would like to know, like, do you know about any deployment strategies that we should follow while deploying process builders to higher orgs? Like, how it should be done? Do you have any idea on that?
Yeah, so by default, what happens is when we deploy any process builder or flow, it gets deployed in inactive state. So as part
Okay.
of any post deployment activity, we need to activate it. But
Hmm.
there is also another option available which we can enable, and which states that if you enable that particular option, your process builder or flow will get deployed as active only. And this is applicable for the auto launch flows and processes. And so there is one thing which we need to consider here. If we are deploying any process builder or flow as active, in that case we need to consider the flow test flow coverage as well. So it should have that particular minimum coverage, then only it can be deployed. It is applicable for those process builders and flows which we want to deploy as active.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Krishna, can you just give me one of any one limitation of process builders that you know?
Yes, any process builder can have like 50 versions in one particular org. So this is one of the limitations that I'm aware. So it's like if you need to create another version, you need to delete the previous one. So yeah, this is one of the limitations.
Okay. So I guess that's all I had for this process builder session of ours. I think we are good to wrap it up now. So, guys, we'll be attaching all the important links and documents in the description of our video. So make sure like you save this video before attempting any future interviews of yours. So these would help you.
Yeah, thanks Tushar. Thanks for your time. We'll meet again in next session then.